Welcome to Channel Japan. I'm Makia Arai.
And I'm Machiko Tsuda.
Every week, we bring you the freshest information out of Japan, right here from our studio in Tokyo.
From the economy, culture, and even foods, if you want to find out what's happening in Japan right now, this is where you'll find it.
Channel Japan Ranking.
First up is Channel Japan Ranking, in which we rank the hottest products and services in the country. In today's episode, we focus on travel. In Japanese schools, summer break begins in late July, so many people go on family trips starting around then.
Yes. It's evolved into a family reunion season, and I think people in general, not just students, all schedule their summer holidays around that time. So it's generally a very busy season for the travel industry.
Yes, and there are many attractive tourist spots in Japan. But which areas are popular destinations during the summer?
Yes, well, this is a result of a survey asking people where they plan to go for their summer vacation. It was taken last year. And as you can see, for domestic travel, number one was the Kyushu region in southern Japan.
Nice.
It is, isn't it? A second was Okinawa, and then number three was Tokyo Disney Resort. And for international destinations, it's South Korea, Hawaii, and Guam.
So those are all very popular tourist spots. But on the other hand, there are many areas striving to attract visitors, aren't there?
Yes, there certainly are. Some areas business is sluggish, or others have only a certain season that people come, and then the other seasons are rather empty. So these places are really working with travel agencies to be able to bring in more customers all the year round.
So today we show you Japan's largest travel agency's latest strategies and give you a glimpse of current day Japan's travel and tourism industry. Take a look.
The posh Ginza district of Tokyo. We first visit a branch here specializing in luxury travel plans. This store has private reception rooms so customers can thoroughly plan and consult with travel agents.
基本的には皆様のご要望に応じてオーダーメイドでお作りをしている商品でございますので、皆様の行きたいところ、行きたい時期、どういったことをなさりたいかということをお聞かせいただきながらプランニングをさせていただいております。
This man has been working in this business for 10 years. With his experience and knowledge, he can help plan the customer's ideal travel as a travel concierge. Through conversation, he picks out the customer's preferences and gives advice accordingly.
バルセロナの場合ですと、一つカサフステルというホテルがございまして。
Why have a branch that specializes in luxury travel plans?
団塊の世代の方々が、完全退職をしていくっていう初年度になりますので、非常に大きなビジネスチャンスになる年だというふうには考えています。おそらくその世代のお客様、もしくはそういった高品質な商品を求めているお客様というのは、やっぱり文字だけではなく、直接その担当者の言葉っていうのは非常に重視されているような気がいたします。
Next, we visit a fashionable cafe. Inside the store are counters to sign up for package tours heading to Singapore, with up-to-date information on the country. In the cafe area, videos of popular tourist areas in Singapore are shown. And Singaporean food and drinks are served. With more people planning and purchasing travel online, agencies are striving to obtain more customers by creating new, unique kinds of stores. In Okinawa in the winter, when there are few tourists, preparations are underway for an entertainment event at the prefecture's largest exhibition hall.
それでは皆様おはようございます。森のにぎわい、今日明日と、なりますので、2日間ですね、皆様よろしくお願いいたします。
Along with the travel agents, people who work at local tourist facilities, restaurants and hotels gather at the exhibition hall.
県内県外たくさんの奥さんがやってくる我々は最高のもてなしをしようじゃないか。それでは2日間気合い入れて頑張るぞ。
Creating an event together with the locals. This is a new type of travel the agency is aiming for.
はい出てきよ。
The idea is to rediscover regional festivals and traditional performing arts and adapt them into stage performances. This attracts tourists and revitalizes the community. What makes this event unique is that all of the cast members are locals from the area.
はい、本部神谷です。
The expected number of attendees is at about 6,000. In order to guide the visitors smoothly to and from the tour buses and to their seats, meetings are held to plan everything in detail.
全国各地からですね。はい。で、あと海外からもマスコミで一応韓国、タイ、シンガポール、台湾、あと中国。なかなかお客様が来ない時期に、この森のにぎわいというイベントを始めて、集客をしようと。
About 300 local volunteers help in guiding the tourists during the 2 days the event is held.
やはりこうやって地元に来てもらって沖縄の良さを、伝統芸能を見てもらってですね、さらに沖縄を好きになってほしいですね、お客さんは。
One after another, tour buses arrive onto the premises, totaling 108 buses in a day. 6,000 people from all over the world visit for the event.
まもなく場内ご案内となります。
開演時間は13時5分、13時5分となりますので、よろしくお願いいたします。
And the show starts without much delay. Okinawa's classic dance, Yotsudake. Wearing kimonos and flowered hats, performers dance slowly while playing the Yotsudake, an instrument made of bamboo. Over 20 different programs of classic dances and folk art from the Ryukyu dynasty era are shown on stage for about 2 hours. .700 performers and 3,000 visitors enjoy the dance together. Together with the locals, the agency hopes to make Okinawa's charm a tourist attraction.
Every dance is good for me. Yes, of course. Yeah.
JTB Okinawa intends to arrange more travel products with heavy local involvement as attractions in the future.
やっぱりこれが地域の情報を地域の自治体と組んで商品を作ってそれを発信していくと、これからのリピーター対策とかですね、お客様がどんどん LCC なんかで見えましたときにこちらで申し込んでいただく旅行を作らないと、私どもとしても将来にも商売の関係もあると思います。
With tourists' needs diversifying and discount airline tickets readily available, the travel and tourism industry is facing rapid and drastic change. Unique and appealing products are essential for survival. It's 10 a.m., Higashi Osaka City, Osaka Prefecture. 4 large tour buses arrive at a hotel. .130 middle school students from Hiroshima get off the buses.
LED ガザッチも自分らぐらいの時があってな、髪の毛読んであったんや。みんな来ないなって思ったんや。修学旅行行ってんや。まだ覚えてるで。何を覚えてるかというと、ガイドさんがこっちできてんや。
It sounds like the students are watching a stand-up comedy act. But in fact, this is a seminar on the spirit behind the city's manufacturing and craftsmanship.
朝から晩までものづくりのことを考えてるんです。日本人の、またひいては日本という国のイメージを作り上げてるのは、ものづくりの確かさでそれが出来上がっている。
Due to the recession, the number of small factories and workshops is decreasing. To revitalize the city, locals wish more people could see what goes on behind the scenes. Making this dream come true is another type of travel plan.
これからもこういった体験的な学習を求めるというのは、これ今後も増えていくというふうに考えます。
The students from Hiroshima learn about Higashi Osaka City's history. Then they visit a local factory. The people of this city wish to attract visitors and revitalize the community. Schools wish for trips where students can have a learning experience. By matching the two together, JTB created a new business opportunity. The students visit a casting factory where mainly ship valves are manufactured.
こんなん不良やねんね、これ。なんで不良かと漏れるね、これが漏れとんねん。
This factory also makes valves for Aegis ships, and their technology is world class.
危ないで、そこ。1回で400キロ湧きます。ほんで1日だいたい多い時で5回。
This ingot, a metal bar, is used to make valves.
銅と鈴と鉛と亜鉛が入っとる。
The students climb up to the crucible where the ingot is melted at an intense heat of 1,300 degrees Celsius.
夏になったら目玉焼けるで。毎日これ見とって目玉焼ける。この辺きれいなくなってまうしな。
One careless mistake could lead to serious injury. The students watch the craftsmen in awe. The factory cooperates with these tours because they want people to see the heart and soul put into product making.
ものを作るというのは汗水をさらしてやらないかん。その中に魂、心、昔の人の心が魂を学べるんじゃないかな。お金の問題ちゃいません。それは子供たちは日本の国の宝でしょう。その宝になる子たちのためやったらよろしいやん。
About 6,000 people have visited Higashi Osaka City on these factory tours in the past 3 years. The popularity of these tours is increasing each year.
お客様もいろんなそういう新しい体験であったり、ちょっと学びの要素であったり、そういう新しい刺激を求めておられるということがございましたので、こういった体験もののプログラムというものを、まとめてですね、商品として、販売させていただくっていう、東北の方とか関東の方とか、中部の方とかも少ないので、どんどんそういった素材を発掘して、商品化していきたいと思っています。
本当に皆さんありがとうございます。お気をつけて帰ってください。どうも。
とても貴重な体験ができて一生の思い出になると思います。
違う魅力があってとても楽しかったです。
新たな魅力に気づけてよかったです。
This agency hopes to expand its business by going beyond just sightseeing and focusing on cultural exchange that can be experienced through travel.
Interesting, isn't it? Well, I was especially surprised at how school trips are not only beneficial to the students, but they can revitalize the travel industry during the slow seasons.
It's definitely beneficial to both sides. And actually, according to the Japan's Association of Travel Agents, about 90% of elementary and middle schools here in Japan take school excursion trips. So it's definitely become an important part of the school education.
Yes, I agree. So why have learning experience become so popular?
Well, one of the big reasons is that schools wanted to improve the quality of school trips, and that's where the travel agencies came in to develop these travel packages that focused on learning experiences.
I see. So where are the popular destinations for such trips?
Well, it can be anywhere, really. It can be mountain villages or places where they're engaged in farming and fishing, and oftentimes these students stay overnight to fully experience their lifestyle.
And that's it for Channel Japan Ranking. After the break, we'll be showing you a popular documentary program. Stay tuned.
Mitsubishi Electric is helping to change the environment for the better around the world.
Green subway systems in India.
Green air conditioning systems in Singapore.
Eco changes for a greener tomorrow. Mitsubishi Electric.
Changing emissions from copper refineries into fertilizer. That is where Sumitomo Chemical got its start. For 100 years, we've been delivering the power of chemistry around the world. And we will continue to help make the world a better place for the next 100 years and more.
Mitsui & Company. As the future evolves, Toyota is envisioning a more interconnected life where information and energy flow seamlessly throughout the globe. The road ahead will require diverse and eco-friendly mobility solutions. It is on this path that our small choices lead to big changes. Life. Connected. Toyota.
Asia, the engine of the global economy. Japan, a regional powerhouse. And now, direct from Japan, economic news with a global impact in Chinese and English, delivered by Nikkei. Read the future, lead the economy. Nikkei, Japan's leading media for business.
You're watching Channel Japan. In our next segment, we'll introduce you to some of our popular documentary programs. Today, it's from Japanese Dream by TBS. Today's episode features a woman and her innovative scheme that could change Japan's distribution system.
That's right. Now, looking at Japan's distribution system, usually the farmer grows and harvests vegetables and fruits, and they go through Japan agricultural cooperatives to the wholesale market. And that's where wholesalers purchase the items and they sell to grocery stores and restaurants, and then they finally sell the produce to we, the consumers. So it's quite a long...
Yes, and it sounds very time-consuming.
You could definitely say that now. And the thing is, though, things could be much more simpler if the farmer could be linked directly to grocery stores and restaurants, and everything would be much more efficient.
Yes. So today we show you a CEO's efforts in developing a distribution system that doesn't go through the market or the internet.
Yeah, she wants to help growers and retailers in getting adequate information and also to build personal relationships to trust each other and be able to transact directly.
So take a look.
Which of these 2 carrots would you buy?
こっちからなぜですか？太くて安いから。大きい方買う？安いのにはこだわりません。やっぱ見ていいものと形が良かったり。
One is from snowy Hokkaido and the other from warm Kochi Prefecture. The one in season is the carrot from Kochi.
そっか、それが分かるとこ使おうと思いますけど。そこまで深くね、あんま考えないかもしれない。パッと買っちゃうかも。書いてくれてたら嬉しい。生産者さんの名前とか。
But even when the production location is marked, consumers don't know when it was harvested. They are shopping with insufficient information. The major problem in vegetable distribution is the lack of information. Yuriko Kato, a mother of 2, decided to take matters into her own hands.
農業っていうのがかっこよくて IT 産業一時期の IT 産業みたいにかっこよくて儲かる仕事でもう若者の憧れの仕事
Her goal is to make agriculture Japan's #1 production industry. The tool, a new distribution system. Even the government has taken notice. A revolution in agricultural distribution is about to take place.
I have a dream! こんにちは。すいません、作業中に。加藤です。よろしくお願いします。
The revitalization of agricultural distribution begins mundanely enough by visiting each farmer.
出ますか？
そんなには出ないですね。
ですよね。
ぼちぼちです。
あ、美味しそう、柔らかくて。うん。美味しい。美味しいって。甘い。
今は結構安く150円ぐらいで出し。
あ、ファーマーズで。
それだとね、あんまり合わないので。
For instance, for a carrot priced at $1, a farmer gets about 40 cents of revenue, with the remaining 60 cents going to the middlemen. To rectify this situation, Kato set up a new distribution system called the Veggie Provider.
流通があまりにも古すぎるので、流通に参加してる人たちが今誰もハッピーじゃないんですよ。
Traditionally, farmers have had to go through multiple middlemen to get their produce to supermarkets and restaurants, diluting the profit they could make in the process. Kato's Veggie Provider is simple. It directly links the farmer and the end retailer, giving the farmer back the money saved from skipping the middlemen.
ベジプロバイダーっていうのがその第3の流通の標準語として定着してれば一番嬉しいですけど、ハッピーな流通になるはずです。それなりに多分問題も出てくると思いますけど。
The Veggie Provider operation takes place in an office in Kikugawa City of Shizuoka Prefecture. It's run by a staff of 8, including Kato.
あー、見て。あー、やっちまった。
Kato is a graduate of the prestigious Tokyo University and a former robot engineer. She got her master's degree in the UK and has even participated in a NASA project. Her credentials are undoubtedly elite. 3.5 years ago, she broke into the agricultural industry. Leveraging her IT skills, she developed an information site for farmers.
大失敗ですよ。農家さんが ネットを使わなかった。思ってる以上にネットを使わなかった。このサイトで200万ぐらい投資して、なんとゼロです。
The number of transactions was 0. Kato learned from this failure. IT is no more than a tool.
IT になったからってじゃあ人いらないのかっていうとそうじゃなくて、やっぱり人がきちんとものを見て農家さんと関係を作り、購買者と関係を作り、農家と購買者をしっかり取引ってお金で買うだけじゃなくて、人としてやっぱりきちんとつながることで安定した契約ができる。
People had to come before technology. So Kato met frequently with farmers and made a discovery.
欲しいんだけどない、作っちゃったんだけど売れないとか、需給の不一致は本当にひどくて、それはやっぱ情報が来ないからなんです。今日はありがとうございます。
Kato decided to bring together farmers and the restaurants buying their vegetables, so farmers could hear firsthand what they had to say.
食に制限がある人が制限なく食べれた時の喜びというのがもうすごかったんですね。実はそれをクリアするのには食材が大事でして。
Currently in the making are 4-course menus for diabetics. To develop dishes with less calories and carbohydrates than a plate of pasta, appropriate vegetables must be procured. To resolve the mismatch of demand and supply, Kato thinks linking the producers and buyers is key.
こういう情報を収集して取りまとめててくれるっていうところがなかなかなかったので、本当に食べる人のこととかそういうところまでもっと考えて提案していけたらいいなっていうふうに思ってます。
Meeting the farmers and seeing their passion for their produce proved a moving experience for the buyers.
なんかやっぱ信頼できるところからそれを信頼も含めて買うと、そこにはやっぱ愛情が乗ってるからだし、なんかそういうつなげ方が今までは本当なかったですよね。
大成功です。
But what made a Tokyo University-trained elite engineer like Kato switch to agriculture?
子宮が妊娠で緊急入院で、自分の体の血液の半分ぐらいが体の中で出てしまっていて、本当に九死に一生というか、生きているから何かこうねこそこう残せるものとか子供に。で無事2人目、ね、妊娠もできたので、やっぱそれがまたプラスになって、じゃあいつ死んでもいいように悔いのないように子供たちに何か残せたらなっていうのは。
So she decided to take on something fundamental to life: food. Kato developed a new system for distribution. Her efforts were recognized, winning her the Female Entrepreneur Award. Suddenly, she was the woman of the hour. But there were also naysayers amidst all the accolades. Isn't it irresponsible to leave your children at home while you go to work?
よし、いただきます。
Though she took up agricultural distribution reform for her children, she also knew that her daughters missed her at home.
どうしよう、プリンなんで迎えに来てほしかったよ。誰も迎えに来なかった。
友達も来なかったでしょ。そりゃしょうがない、みんな仕事してんだもん。仕事してないママの方が少ないでしょ、だって。
多分。もう一回。
The girls loved their mum, but they loved seeing their mum working even more.
ママみたいな社長になりたい。楽しそうだからって。もう本当にそれですよ。ねえ、もうそれでもう罪悪感はさーっ流れちゃいました。 まあいいんだよ私これでと思ってびっくりしますよね、子供の言葉は本当に。
The name of her company is M Square Labo, meaning Mama's Laboratory.
すごいですね、風。やっぱ綺麗ですね。
Kato is in Shinoharacho in Hamamatsu City. White onions here resist the strong winds and are very sweet. Kato wants to bring these onions to Tokyo.
静岡で一色単にされて東京に出てっちゃうので、せっかくこの場所の篠原の玉ねぎっていうのが美味しいのに、
やっぱりみんなせっかくいい土壌でいいもの作っても他のとみんな同じじゃやっぱり我々も面白くないところもあるし。
Her goal is to create a brand for each farmer.
あ、すごい綺麗。
This time, they are white onions harvested by Yamazaki.
ベジプロらしく伝えることをして適正な値段に上げてみようと。白玉ねぎって食べ方知らないよねっていうところで、こういう刻んで炒めるとか、半分下がスライスしてサラダとか商品があってさ。
Another strength of Veggie Provider lies in putting a human face to the farmers, so that consumers know who's growing the vegetables they eat.
速攻売り切れごめんだったら楽しいな。
Kato is on her way to a supermarket in Tokyo's fashionable Roppongi neighborhood.
初ですよ。おのぼりさんですよね、完全に。
She's here for the first trial sale in Tokyo.
あそこだ。こうなったんです、こうなった。へえ。
For this trial sale, she is selling Yamazaki's freshly harvested white onions.
あとは売れるのを祈るの。
150 packages have been prepared. If 80% are sold, the supermarket will consider future business with them.
これ私包んだんです。これ一生懸命静岡で。すっごい美味しいですよ。これ日本一本当美味しいと思う。私も食べ比べて一番このブランドなんですよ、浜松の。あ、そう。篠原。ぜひぜひ楽しんでください。嬉しい。
At $2.70 for 2 onions, they aren't cheap. But carefully reading the information on the package, customers appear to deem them worthy. The goal of selling 80% is easily met.
何でもできるんですよ、農業って。
Kato's family had words of encouragement for her, tirelessly working to revitalize agriculture.
男がこなすよりも何倍ものスピードでいろんなことをやっていくと、こういうパワーを持ってるんですよ。
ありがとうございます。
そこに関して、彼女に対しても尊敬するし、明るいっていうところが好きかな。他にもあるんですけど。
なんだろう。
デパートの野菜関連のやつを頑張ってやってね。ディズニーランド朝から夜まで連れてってね。いつもここにいてくれてありがとう。仕事ね、止まるってね、言ってもね、りっちゃん頑張ってね。グランマとかおばあちゃんち泊まる。
気を使ってる。ありがとうございます。なんて恥ずかしくなっちゃったりして。ものづくりの原点というか、工業でも教えられないことを農業だと教えられると思っていて、なので学校の授業の中に体育とか算数とかあるじゃないですか。あれで農業っていう項目を作りたい。気づいちゃった。やるしかないです。
So it's great how Kato-san used her perspective as a mother to build her business and succeeded. And there are other women in Japan that are finding successful business opportunities, aren't there?
Yes, there are. Now, for example, if you can take a look over here, it's a transfer map that shows the complex subways of Tokyo in a simple, understandable way. And this too was developed by a mother.
What about this map shows a mother's perspective?
Well, first of all, just to explain what this map is showing, these show the names of the station, and these shows the train lines, and the pointy end shows which way the train is going. As you can see, if you want to transfer on this station, there are escalators and elevators and stairs on these, in front of these cars, and you can see on the next station they're located in a completely different location. So you need to know where exactly you want to be to transfer to the next line, and that's why this map is so very convenient. And why she came up with this map was because about 20 years ago this stay-at-home mother, had to transfer trains every day with her hands full of bags and pushing a baby stroller, and she found it extremely inconvenient. So that's why she came up with this idea, and by going to over 200 stations by herself, she created this transfer map, and once it became it was on the market, it became a huge hit.
So in other words, she was able to spot this business opportunity because she was a busy mother.
Because that's right, yes.
And is there anything else?
Yes, another unique product. It's called Hatsukoi diet slippers. Have you heard of it before?
Yes, and I've used them before. The heels are missing.
Yes, you're right. They were created also by a stay-at-home mother who was thinking on how to lose weight while doing housework, and she cut the heels off the slippers in hopes of strengthening and toning her legs.
It's quite tiring when you use those slippers.
It seems to be the case, and since the product hit the market in 1990, sales has reached a total of over $63 million US, and now the product is sold not only in Japan but worldwide, including the US and Italy.
So these women saw an opportunity for business from their ideas and challenges they faced in their daily lives. Well, it's just like the saying, necessity is the mother of invention.
You could say that.
Well, after the break, we'll be showing you an episode from a popular economics program, Gachiri Monday. Don't go away.
My parents work at a really great company, which makes cool computers and LCD TVs. Not only that, they build elevators for skyscrapers and zooming fast bullet trains. My mom designs the company's CT scan systems, which spot diseases. My dad develops power generation systems so people will have plenty of electricity. The company where my parents work is Toshiba.
Has anybody finished doing their pictures?
I have.
All around the world, Toshiba technology is hard at work, bringing smarter, faster, more sustainable development to life.
When I grow up, I want to work for people.
For a growing future, Toshiba.
How do we build sustainability into our relationship with Mother Earth? That's Kaiteki, Mitsubishi Chemical Holdings.
Traditional.
Consistent.
Precise.
Speedy.
Professional. Innovative.
Polite. Quality from Japan, the best of business in Asia. SMBC, Sumitomo Mitsui Banking Corporation.
Sasuke, a new type of sports entertainment program conquering the world.
It's about human achievement and people's passions, and I think that relates to almost everybody.
From Japan to the world, Ninja Warrior. Tokyo Broadcasting System.
You're watching Channel Japan. Next, we'll show you an episode from a popular Japanese economics program. Today, it's from Gachiri Monday by TBS. And today's theme is lucrative cars.
Today we'll be showing you business opportunities from a different perspective by adding a completely different value in cars, and these profitable cars may change the way you look at them.
Well, let's take a look.
Our first stop was a parking lot in Himeji City, Hyogo Prefecture. A truck appeared, looking like any other truck at first glance. But when we looked inside, we found something resembling a part of a corkscrew. This mysterious truck serves as a giant shredder. Its name combines the word ecology and metropolis, the Ecopolis van. It comes with a gigantic shredder that is installed right behind the driver's seat. What happens when it's turned on? Feed large quantities of paper into the shredder, and the processed remains are released into the truck's container. But why bother putting a shredder for office documents into a vehicle?
人に見られたら困る機密書類ですね。そういうものをですね、大量に処理をする場合、焼却してですね、自分らでですね、その処理場へ持って行って処理をされておられると。
Previously, properly disposing of sensitive documents on a large scale was a logistical nightmare. Businesses began requesting the shredder-equipped vehicle's services because of its greater efficiency. It was a big load off the business's hands. We spoke to one of the Ecopolis van's clients.
ああいうふうに移動式のトラックで現地まで来ていただけるっていうことですので、うちとしては手間がやっぱ省けて、でなおかつやっぱ目の前でああいうふうに来ていただけるんで、個人情報とかの処理とかも間違いないっていうことはすぐ分かりますんで、一目で。
The truck services are both convenient and secure, with the truck coming to the company's doorstep and shredding sensitive documents on the spot. Because the processed documents end up in the truck's container, they can be shipped directly to a recycling business, which is an added convenience. "25 boxes worth or 500 kilograms of documents takes 50 hours by hand to process. But the Ecopolis van takes a mere 50 minutes. It only costs around $350. With the rise in popularity, more Ecopolis vans are being produced. Currently 80 are circulating nationwide. We traveled south for our next stop, another parking lot, in Onga District, Fukuoka Prefecture. A large bus with a rather unique appearance arrived. It is decorated with a rose motif. A closer look reveals that there are no windows. After a while, one woman after another arrived and began boarding the bus. Strangely enough, the bus showed no signs of departing. We decided to interview one of the passengers.
お洋服とか靴とかの商品を買いに来ました。
Upon boarding the bus ourselves, we found many women inside. What is this bus?
ムービングサロンと申しまして、移動型の高級ブティックになります。
This moving salon is a mobile store created by a major cosmetics company. About 800 items, including well-known brand name clothing, crocodile handbags, and even jewelry costing over $7,000 were on display on this particular bus. The bus doesn't just display items for sale. There is a fitting area, a spacious restroom, and a sofa for tired customers. The mobile store is equal to brick-and-mortar brand name shops. But what inspired the business to sell luxury merchandise on vehicles? In non-urban areas, brand name stores are few and far between, making it difficult for customers to purchase trendy fashion items. Going out to larger cities takes time and money, but customers prefer checking potential purchases in person. This led the business, which had specialized in door-to-door sales of cosmetics and catalog apparel sales, to design a bus that would allow customers to see and touch brand name merchandise in person before their purchase. Over the past year and a half, the moving salon serviced 350 locations nationwide to rave reviews from fashionistas everywhere. The mobile retail business model has another advantage. The bus is only there for a single day. The limited access prompts customers to make more purchases than they might otherwise have done. The business strategy doesn't stop there.
そこの場所に行くときにはポーラレディさんですとか、その地域の方に必ずどんなものがいいかを事前に調査してピンポイントで商品を持っていく。
They research regional shopping trends using their nationwide 140,000-strong retail staff network and vary their lineup depending on the area. This is why customers flock to the salon. They know they can get what they want without traveling great distances and while having fun to boot. In 2012, the salon made $3 million in revenue. Our next stop is a company in Nagoya City, Aichi Prefecture. We heard the car of interest was parked at the entrance, so we went to take a look.
こちらが我が社が誇るすごい車です。
The car is equipped with a camera in the front and monitors, computers, and a large battery inside. What does this car do exactly?
高精度データ用計測車です。カーナビの地図を計測する車です。
This car is specialized for collecting data used in car navigation systems. The company collates the data, creates a map database, and sells this database to various car navigation system manufacturers. Their annual sales is over $1 billion. Over 50% of car navigation systems made in Japan use their data. How do they collect this data? We went along for the ride to find out.
実はですね、これ走ることで計測してます。2.5 メーター進むことに屋根についているカメラが自動撮影する仕組みになってます。
This high-precision data collection vehicle takes photos of its surroundings as it traverses various routes.
他社さんではそういった航空写真を使ってっていうところもありますが、航空写真だとこういったトンネルの中とかの撮影ができないので、私どもはこの車で走るという計測をしてます。
Indeed, top-down aerial photographs cannot capture tunnels and roads masked by elevated structures. The company therefore decided to use cars for their data collection. Their cars can gather reliable and precise data no matter where the route takes them. Image data collection is followed by image data processing. Images are uploaded to their system. They are merged and converted into a flattened overhead view. They are then analyzed to extract the number of lanes and information provided by signs on the road itself. The original images are also analyzed to extract information provided by street signs and traffic lights. The mapping database is finalized by incorporating the extracted information. There is one last thing. The altitude of roads is also important for navigation. The car not only takes photos as it travels along various routes, but also measures their altitude. For example, a highway may be at an altitude of 15 meters, whereas a local road may be at an altitude of 1 meter. The car records the altitude of each road, which is added to the mapping database. Access to this information allows car navigation systems to correctly gauge whether the car is on a highway or a local road by cross-referencing its altitude to the data. This in turn minimizes navigation guidance errors, such as suggesting turns at traffic lights while a car is on the highway. The company surveys roads nationwide. It recently surveyed the Tohoku Expressway.
東北道でしたらもう下から上まで上がっていって往復してきた後にその後インターチェンジを全部のインターチェンジを乗って降りて乗って降りて乗って降りて乗って降りてをもう一往復してくると。
They made 2 round trips, with each trip being 1,359 kilometers. There are 66 junctions along the expressway. Because the expressway undergoes frequent modifications, they resurvey the expressway at least once a year.
Well, I didn't know that there were so many cars made for different purposes. And speaking of cars that make profit, in Japan I heard some taxi cabs are also taking different measures to gain more customers.
Yes, they are. Now, there are several, but just to show you a few, this is a popular one in Hokkaido Prefecture in northern Japan where lots of foreign tourists visit, and this is called the Momo taxi. And Momo is how we express the cow's moo in Japanese, and because Hokkaido is known for its dairy farming, the taxis adopted the cow pattern on their cars, and they're very popular. Even the drivers are wearing these cow costumes.
Those are the drivers.
Apparently. Another unique one is this is also a taxi in the Kyushu region in southern Japan.
It looks like a regular taxi cab.
It does, doesn't it? But it's actually a karaoke taxi in Hakata City, Fukuoka Prefecture. And the price is exactly the same as a regular taxi, but the customers can sing karaoke as much as they want until they reach their destination. Businesses that expand on Japan's hospitality, like this taxi, they could carry a lot of potential in the future.
Yes. Well, that's it for this edition of Channel Japan. We have much more for you next week, so make sure you tune in.
Where we see nothing, there could be anything. Panasonic is putting the endless energy of the sun to work. Generating, storing, and managing energy efficiently. Helping power our daily lives.
A better life, a better world. Panasonic.
Welcome to Tokyo Skytree. This is the grand panoramic view from 450 meters. Here you experience the unforgettable. Look, enjoy, be amazed, and be awestruck. That's what Tokyo Skytree is all about. Japan's latest landmark, Tokyo Skytree.
Hey, look at this. They're building a huge steel plant with Kobelco technology.
Kobelco? Never heard of it.
It's Japanese. They can make iron with incredible speed. What once took 8 hours can be done in just 10 minutes.
Wow, the Japanese are incredible. The country of karate.
Ha! 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 Karate has nothing to do with it.
True.
The talk of the world. Kobelco.
Channel Japan. Your source for the voices and views of people and businesses across Japan. The latest reports on Japanese companies, culture, and technology. Find out what's happening on the ground. Every week, direct from Tokyo, Channel Japan.